Well, it is definitely Heritage Month, and we're celebrating the Boerie win in the best way that we know how, because we're whipping up a tasty loaded boerewors roll with a combination of flavors and textures that just come together so perfectly. I couldn't have done it better myself, especially after this weekend's win against the All Blacks.
Come on!
And we're still celebrating because we have to as South Africans. And how do we do that? Not by raising glasses of champers, but by raising boerewors rolls.
And the most loaded, wonderful boerewors rolls you have ever seen. Now, we've done this a few times on the show, so I'm always open to it, because a boerie roll is something we all know.
Of course,
and often we do ourselves a disservice by not leveling up the boerie roll, because there are so many opportunities, just like a hot dog, to take it there. So I'm going to start with one of our kind of level up elements here, which is the introduction of some green peppers into the onions.
Yeah, because caramelized onions are basic when added to the sausage. But now we've got some garlic too, and I see not herbs, but spices in front of me.
Yeah, so we're going to continue the caramelization process with a little bit of brown sugar as well. Which we've turned into like a hard, solid paste. There we go. Because why do we like the onions? Why do we like green peppers? Once they've been cooked and caramelized, they are sweet.
They're sweet for you.
Which is a great kind of flavor profile to have with the fatty meat. So we've had the paprika, we've got a little bit of salt and pepper going in there. I'm sorry, your nails are amazing. So you've got to kind of put them on show.
For the Boerie, gold and green run through all of our blood.
Man, I love that.
All right, so we're getting
a little bit of black pepper, and then we are on our way, and we're just going to break that down.
Oh, I love that.
Please, can we put the nails on show properly so that the people can see?
Go Boerie.
Gorgeous. Hey?
That's as close to sports as I'll get for today.
What are you talking about? You knew all the things this morning. You knew all of the things this morning. She hustled. She was like, oh, I only watched the first half. But on the 27th minute, about 3 seconds in, there was a yellow card, and it was because a guy infringed rule 1.72 in the IRB rules, you know.
There's one thing about me, I'm going to be an underdog, okay? Leave the expectations on the floor and then make the way up.
And then basically we're going to be cooking our boerie rolls as well. We're using a griddle pan indoors because it's kind of the closest you can get to a braai, pretty much indoors without actually lighting a fire.
Get that like charring on it as well.
I suppose the boerie meat, because it depends what meat has gone into it, generally be a mix of beef and pork. Don't overcook it. You can get away with it being a little bit rare, and often we keep our meat warm in a braai, and we often forget that while it's in the warming drawer in the oven, that residual heat, that cooking, it's still going to cook because there's fats in there that are going to still render. So don't overcook your boerie roll so that you can have a little bit of fun and get creative.
We can. Listen, I love some dania sausage. Like, that's always my go-to because it adds some extra flavor into it. But today we don't even need that because we're going to load up our boerie in the best way. You can add chips to your boerewors roll. We've also got that version just reduced down. So your peppers are here with your onions, bacon, some jalapeno. Oh, we've got the dania going. Cilantro, as well as mayo. And listen, Graham, later on, we're going to get into this. Wow. So this is a mango chutney, but it's made from juice, clover juice, in fact.
Are we going to make that ourselves?
We are going to make this ourselves. So we're going to give it a try now.
As my daughter says, for real life.
For real life. For real life,
man.
Okay? And then also a great tip is that you can toast your bun on the same griddle and the sauces won't like absorb into the bun. So that's a really great one.
I love that. So I'm actually going to leave these now to cook on the residual heat. I'm following Chef Clem's advice when cooking with the red meats.
Love that.
Just let the heat do its job. We're not going to overcook it, but we've got a great little kind of griddle mark caramelization. So I think we're winning on the flavor development front.
It looks good. I was setting you up over here in case you wanted to load up your own boerie roll, but we've got
I love
one
your work.
here.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to do some chips down first.
Perfect. Wow.
I hope you came hungry, Gray. I'm going to make this for you.
So you just blew my mind there. You just went and put chips on the roll.
As the foundation.
Oh, my word.
And then
I didn't know we'd gone crazy. I didn't know we'd lost our minds.
Didn't you say loaded?
I didn't know we had lost our minds and gone crazy. I love that, man. There's nothing. I will sometimes have just a chip roll, okay?
Oh,
or chip sandwich.
With some good sauce on it. That is a South African classic in and of itself, actually.
So my one dog's nickname is Peenie.
Peenie?
Yeah, so whenever we cook with jalapenos, I always say, hello, Peenie. And then she comes running into the kitchen. I don't feed her jalapenos, no. She's a gorgeous little miniature Dachshund. Well, she's hardcore. Maybe she would like that.
I think she could handle it. All right.
What do you think next?
I'm going to go with our little saucy thing that you've created.
Okay.
Let's throw some of that on the top.
Wow.
This is looking crazy.
I know.
Okay. And then I'm going to go a little bit, I'm going to skip the bacon. I think we have enough meat on this roll.
Okay.
Dollops of mayo.
And I suppose when you say textures, you're absolutely on the money because you need a kind of something to balance out a rich fatty meat.
Exactly.
You need a kind of particular kind of mouthfeel. You want a bit of sour, you want a bit of sweet, you want the umami. But the texture is absolutely vital. It's got to stand up. And just notably there, toasting your buns off just a little bit. And it can be as simple as a bit of butter, pop it onto a pan, just to toast it off, just to give it a bit more of a robust kind of protection against the sauce from your whatever meat and actual sauce is going in.
In fact, you don't even need butter because the fat from the sausage, if you remove that, just use that and put the rolls on top of it.
I've got Brian security PTSD here. I'm like, it sounds like it's still cooking. I don't want to be the guy who dries out the meat.
Who burns the Boeries? No. Where are you going next, Grace? Are you going simple? Are you going sausage?
It's
caramelization.
I'm actually like a kid in a candy store.
I know there's so
much. Is
much
that coriander or parsley?
Oh, you don't want to touch that. That's coriander.
No. That could have been your
There's
opportunity.
one thing I've learned about Gray.
That could have been your chance to sneak
I would
in
never
there.
do that to you.
I'm going to do a bit of
Do you want
this.
some jalapenos, though?
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. I love jalapenos. And if you're like, you like a bit of spice, but you can't quite handle the habanero, the bird's eye.
Exactly.
A jalapeno is great because it's got the heat, but it also has kind of a peppery tendency. So if you want to cook them on the braai, stuff them, absolutely amazing.
Like a popper.
100%.
I don't know
I'm
why
all
people
about
came
that
for
popper
me.
love, eh?
I called it a jalapeno, and they were like, Cursa, that's incorrect.
Jalapeno.
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 Right?
Avocado.
An avocado. Hello?
So I heard you were talking about danya being one of your favorites. So
Yes.
I wanted to ask if these Boerie rolls are done. Yeah?
Yeah?
I couldn't help myself having a young dad joke for this morning.
Can you sing your Boerie song again? I don't know if that's a...
Boerie, rocking everywhere. Boerie. If you know that song, then you know it's an absolute classic. I love how we're starting this Monday. We're celebrating with some authentic course here.
Wow.
This is worthy of a loaded Boerie roll. Well played, guys. I'm feeling like you might have lost your calling. You should have been working as a chef somewhere, Chris.
A loaded Boerie
Yeah,
chef.
Or an artist.
Oh, yeah. I've just recently discovered I'm pretty good at painting, so
Pretty good,
You
but
sing, you know sport.
the limit does not exist.
It doesn't.
ExpressoShow.com, of course, you want to get this recipe, but a reminder that you don't want to go anywhere because we've got a lot to look forward to. We have our entertainer of the day who's just come through. Man's dressed in absolute lavish looks. Let me tell you, the look is going to match the voice and it's going to be incredible. They go by the name of Dali and you're going to find out about them in just a bit. And it doesn't stop there because our SAFTA-nominated birthday girl, Kukle, had a little celebration and we get to find out the latest and the greatest in all celebrations. So a lot went down and you get to find out all about it. Front row seats just after this.
How exciting. I put my
Are we
front
going
row
to
in
eat this
center.
now? What's the deal, guys? Oh, it looks good.